In December of 2009, a 25-year-old Ukrainian student, Vladimir Lykinos, who was studying at the Polytechnic Institute, was at home in his room running some experiments. He had a pretty unusual and creative way to make the taste of his gum last longer. He would put citric acid in his gum to maintain the flavor as he worked. His brother, who was also at home, heard a loud explosion, so he runs to his brother's room to see what the hell just happened, and what his brother found was horrifying. So he calls 911, and when the paramedics get there, they were equally as horrified. Even some of the senior officers had a hard time processing what they had found. When Vladimir was running his experiments, he accidentally mixed up a highly volatile powder he was working with. What he thought was citric acid turned out to be powder 4 times as powerful as TNT. When he bit into his gum, it detonated in his mouth, blowing off his jaw and half his face. His injuries were not compatible with life. A bomb squad had to be called in to deal with the volatile powder. In 2002, Lloyd Curtis received horrible news that he had cancer and only had 3 months to live. He also had a heart condition that needed surgery for it. So on a very windy day, his wife, 72-year-old Lillian Curtis, and their daughter went to pick him up from the hospital. They were all very hungry, and they decided to go to a Denny's for a meal. They got to the Denny's and parked their car. As they parked, a huge gust of wind blew the giant sign that says Denny's on it off the thing, and it fell directly on their car, crushing them. They were all rushed to the hospital, Lillian sustaining the worst injuries. She later died that same day, and just a week later her husband also ended up dying, either from the injuries he sustained from the sign falling on him, or from the cancer, or from the heart condition. This poor guy didn't stand a chance. On September 7th, 2013, 19-year-old Roman Piroski decided to go to Calvert Vaux Park to fly his remote control helicopter. He was piloting a T-Rex 700N DFC, which has 28-inch long blades that can spin up to 4,000 RPM. These remote control helicopters are able to do things that real helicopters aren't able to. There's all kinds of different stunts and maneuvers that can be performed with them. So anyway, Roman was at the park with his team that liked to fly remote control helicopters together. While performing one of his stunts, something went horribly wrong with the helicopter, veering it completely off course. The 4.5-foot long spinning blades struck Roman on the top of the head, nearly decapitating him, giving him kind of a natural hat. The blades did severe damage that resulted in his death. Well, that was a mind-blowing episode. If you enjoyed this content, then hit the like button, and if you really enjoyed it, then subscribe to help me in the algorithm.